Hello, so this question is Hexspeak. So you are given a string num, and num represents a decimal number, and then you want to convert to the Hexspeak representation. So back to the review. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then A, B, C, D, E, F. This is a regular hex value. Alright, so here's a trick. So we are converting 0 with the letter O. So this is going to be O. Digit 1 convert to letter I, and then everything else is going to remain the same. Okay. So however, we are consist only the letters, which is going to be definitely A, B, C, D, E, F, and letter O and I. These are the value that we care. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we don't care. And then since this is a hex value, Hexspeak, we are dividing the value, the num, by 16. Alright, so actually pretty straightforward. So I'm going to draw this again. Alright, 257 divide by 16. 1, 16, you have 97. And you have 6. This is 96. Remainder is 1. Alright, remainder is 1 is fine. Alright, we put 1 over here. Alright, and then we have 16. Let's do this. 16 divided by 16. And then we have 1 over here, and then remainder is 0. So again, remainder is 0, so we put that over here, and then this is the last value that we have. So it's going to be 1 right here, because 1 divided by 16, you have 0, and then your remainder is 1, right? Alright, this is a pretty lucky pattern, because we are actually required to reverse, because when you divide the regular decimal value to a hex value, we are supposed to reverse, and then when you reverse, you will get a the actual correct answer. So you may not ask me, you may ask me why do I need to reverse, right? So it's better to Google why do we need to reverse, because I will have to spend so much time in this video to talk about why do you have to reverse if you do the division and so on, right? So in this case, I'm going to show two solutions. One is using the hash map, the other one doesn't, and then we can just talk about how I did it, right? So num equal to 3. 3 is a digit number that is between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And then we want to return 0, right? So this is the case that we don't have, right? And 257 is something that 257 is actually a value represent 101, and we convert 101 to IOI. Right? Let's talk about using the hash map. So again, the key is going to be integer, and then the value is going to be represent a character. And we're going to call map, new hash map. Alright, I'm going to just show you why do I need to do this. So 0, comma, and letter O, right? Alright, and the map output integer 1, and then comma, and then this is letter I, and then you have A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Alright, I'm going to copy and paste. I don't care. Alright, so here's the trick, right? So again, so this value is actually pretty huge, right? So the num input is going to be 10 to the power of 12. The only value that we can accept is long. So long is going to be long dot. You can use value of, or you can use the parse long. I'm going to show value of later, but let's just look at parse long for this solution. Alright, I need a string builder because I need to return a string. And then I need to return sp.toString. However, don't forget you need to reverse, because if you don't reverse, your value is not correct. Alright, so again, we have n, right? So while n is not equal to 0, we are going to divide the n all the way by 16 every single iteration. I'm going to say bit is equal to what? The n mod by 16, right? But n is what? N is long, right? We need to convert to int, right? And then Let me just use the parenthesis over here. Alright, so again, we don't want the digit between 2 to 9, so greater than 1 and big, less than equal to 10, less than equal to 9 or less than 10. This is something that you want to return what error, right? But it has to be capital, right? Alright, so now we have all of the return value ready. Alright, we need to make sure we append the correct value into a string builder, right? So how do we append? So hexspeak.append, and then we want to make sure that we get the letter only based on the bit, right? Based on the bit. So it's going to be math.get bit. So this is going to be the solution. So let me run it. Submit. Cool. So let's talk about time and space. Alright, this is the only space, right? And this is a space as well. So the space this is actually pretty much considered nothing. What we need to do is we need to convert the string to the long, and it takes space for sure. And then we have string builder. So the worst case is going to be this two. So I would say all of them. This is going to be what? The time for sure, right? Like append get is constant. This is the time. So we divide the by 16 every single time. So it's going to be what? Log base 16, and so this will be the time. Alright, so let's look at another solution that doesn't require the hash map. So probably I would just start over. So I still need a long. That this time I'm using a value of none, and I need a string builder. Hexspeak.new string builder, and then again I need to reverse to string. Okay. So again, you want to make sure it's not equal to 0, and definitely it's greater than it's positive, so you don't care about it. So long d is going to represent the value that you want to mod by 16. Alright, so again it's going to be what? D equal to 0, D equal to 1, D equal to letter A is 10, so 11, B, C, D, F, so it's 15 until 15, right? Alright, so in this case I'm using a trick, using a switch. I'm just trying to be fancy. Alright, so I'm going to pass in D. However, switch case only take integer, right? So I'm going to say int. Alright. So I'm saying case 0, and case 0 is going to be what? D equal to 0, right? And then we need to append hexspeak.append letter O, and you want to break, right? So once you break, you want to divide the D by 16. That's pretty straightforward. And case equal to 1, case equal to 10, and then 11, and then until 15, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, and then you have a default. So default is going to represent what? The arrow, right? So it's going to return the arrow only. So this is pretty much the solution. Alright, I know I didn't type this because it's actually pretty straightforward. You are actually repeating hexspeak.append all equal to 1 for I, 10 for A. So in this case, a little bit lazy, but whatever. So I'm going to just copy paste. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to just show you one more time. Long, string builder, while loop, and make sure the bit. I'm using a switch case equal to 0, case equal to 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, O, I, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then break. I'm sorry, default for return 16 arrow, and then I will divide by 16 every single iteration, and then reverse at the end. So this will be the solution. So time limit exists. So D divided by 16. Oh, sorry. So I'm actually consider n, right? So D is something that we creating. So that's something I made mistake, but whatever. Yeah, submit. Alright, so this will be the time, and I'm sorry, this will be the final solution. It will be more efficient. And then let's talk about time and space. So in the space, we don't have map, but we still require the long and string builder. So I would say definitely it's still going to be all of them. And the time is still going to be this one, the while loop, right? And then this is just more, fancy way to write the switch case. And then if you want to use if else, that's fine. I don't care. But again, the time is going to be log base 16, and so this will be the solution, and this is just reverse. So it shouldn't matter. Alright, so if you have questions, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you next time. Alright, peace out, bye.